Hello everyone. Now in this video we shall cover up the exercises and question answer of Geography chapter 4 Major Landforms from grade 7. Ratnasagar book itself. Here's the chapter Major Landforms Geography. So let's get started first with take the correct answers. Which of the following is not an agent of erosion? So sea waves, glaciers, rivers, these all are an agent. These all are agents. Volcano is not an agent of erosion. So this will be correct answer. The highest waterfall in the world is Salto Angel. Angel waterfall in the world, right? This is the highest waterfall in the world, which is in Venezuela, South America, with the height of 975 meter. Then oxbow lakes are usually formed in river valleys. The depositional feature of a glacier is glacial moraines. Mushroom rocks are mostly found in deserts. So these are done. Now here comes name the agents of erosion or deposition responsible for the creation of the following landform creatures. We have to tell that what are the agents. Like the delta is formed because of the river valley. So here we will write river. The agent here is river and this is a depositional work. Okay. Then sand dune. This is again a depositional work, but the agent here will be wind. The next one here also it will be wind. Again this is also depositional work. Here is also deposition. Then in 7th number sandbar. Here the agent is river. And this is also a deposition work. The 9th one moraine. Moraine is also a glacial moraine. Remember this is a depositional work. And here glacier or moving ice. You can write either glacier or moving ice. As the agent. Okay, now natural levee. So here river will be the answer. Agent here is river. And this is again a depositional work. Then floodplain, depositional work. And river is the agent here. Then sea cave. This is erosion. Right, erosion. E for erosion, D for deposition. And the agent here for this for this erosion is sea wave. Then U-shaped valley. Again, this is erosion. And glacier will be the agent here. Then beach, deposition. And the agent here will be sea waves. So we have completed the second number also with the agents. Now, next is give short answers for the following questions. And first one we can see here, that is name the factors and agents which help in weathering. So for this we need to come to the first page number of this chapter. And the page number is 125. Okay, so it's 125. And here you'll get your answer as it is asking the factors and agents of the weathering. So a number of factors and agents of weathering such as heat, cold, frost action, plants, animals, and chemical reactions help in weathering. So this will be answer for C1. Now next question is how are oxbow lakes formed? So for this you need to come to page number 126. When the circular loop is formed and is left behind, completely cut off from the main channel, forms an oxbow lake. So this can be answer for C2. Now third one, how are floodplains formed? So during the flood, when the fine alluvial soil brought by the river is deposited on the valley floor, this fertile part is only called as floodplain. So this will be answer for C3. Then fourth number, why is the work of wind limited to a few meters above the ground? So for this, you need to come to page number 128. It might be here only, work of wind now. Yes, see. Page number 128. And here you'll get your answer. Why is the work of wind limited to a few meters? So here's the answer. Work of wind is limited to few meters above the ground because the wind is unable to carry the rock particles high up in the air. Sorry, air, not ear. High up in the air. Near the ground, its work slows down due to friction with the surface. Therefore, the ideal height is about 25 centimeter to 75 centimeter above the ground. So no need to write the entire long answer because it is asking for the short answer only. So you can write from here till here only. That the work of wind is limited to a few meters above the ground because the wind is unable to carry the rock particles high up in the air. So this is answer for C4. Now we have done all the short answer questions. D, we shall move to now D, long answer question. First question is, how does running water carry out its work? So in the beginning itself, it was told that the running water carry out its work in 3 ways. The running water in the river carries out its work in 3 ways. It erodes the rocks over which it flows. It transports the eroded materials. It deposits the materials which it has transported. So it is going with WED formula. W for weathering, E for erosion, and D for deposition. So it is going with WED. So these are the 3 works carried out by the river in the running water. So this will be answer for D1. Now next question we have is explain the erosional and depositional work of sea waves. You have to explain both the work, erosional and depositional both. So under the erosional work, you can explain about sea caves, sea arc, sea stack, and sea cliff. These will come under the erosional work, and under the depositional work you have to mention about beaches, sandbars, and lagoon. These 3 are the depositional work of sea waves, and these 4, sea caves, sea arc, sea stack, sea cliff, these are the erosional work of sea waves. So you have to explain it that under the erosional work of sea waves come sea caves, sea arc, sea stack, and sea cliff. Now how are these formed? You can write in 2 lines. Like the strong sea waves dash against the coast and dissolve or break down the rock into fragments, which also creates crack, which develops crack on the rocky surface that later on develop into sea caves. When the sea when the sea caves create a thorough passage, means because of this continuous attack from the sea, when the thorough passage is created on the sea cave, it becomes a sea arc. And when now the roof is also removed, all right, when the roofs of the sea arc is also collapsed, then the remaining structure, pillar like structure, is termed as stack, and the entire steep vertical wall facing the sea is called a sea cliff. So these are the erosional work, and under the depositional work, you'll write that the depositional work of the sea wave is a slow process. Beaches are formed because of this deposition of sand, gravel, pebbles on the shore. Then sandbars are formed when the broken rock materials are deposited on the seafloor near the coast. And lagoons are formed when the seawater is enclosed between the coast and the sandbar. So this is how we can write our answer. What I've told you, you can prepare your answer accordingly. For this, you need to refer this entire paragraph from here till here. No need to write all the lines. Please don't copy down all the points the way I told you. So you can also make your answer short and write it. Here you need to prepare the answer by your own. So this will be answer. This paragraph you can refer for writing answer D2. Now, next question here is explain the erosional work of glacier. You have to write only the erosional work. So under the erosional work will come U-shaped valley, cirque, and tarn. These three will be termed as the erosional work, and the depositional work of glacier is glacial moraines. So it's not been asked. So you will write only about U-shaped valley, cirque, and tarn. You have to explain it, that how these are formed. So for this, you can refer this paragraph. You'll get your answer. That the erosional work of glacier consists of U-shaped valley, cirque, and tarn. The U-shaped valleys are formed when the rocks rub against the sides and the valley floor, which creates a U-shaped valley with a flat bottom and almost vertical sides. Okay. Then about cirque, you can write that the glacier carve out deep hollows along the slope of a mountain, which develops an armchair-like depression. This is called cirque. And when this depression is filled up with water and forms a lake, that lake will be termed as tarn. So this is how you can write the answer for D3. Again, you need to read this paragraph and prepare your answer by picking up important points. But these three will be mentioned, that is for sure. Okay, because these are the erosional work of glacier. Now next question is asking describe the depositional work of wind. So for the depositional work of wind, you can write the mushroom rocks, this one, and this one. These are the three depositional work you can write about. Okay. Now for this mushroom rock, you can write that the wind erodes the lower part of the rock more than upper part. Such rocks have a narrow base and a broad top. They are called mushroom rock. Then for this, you can write from here, the fine dust particle deposited extensively. And then for sand dunes, the coarse particles are deposited in the form of hillocks. This is how you can write, means these points which I have underlined, that will be written for the depositional work of wind. So you can refer these paragraphs, this paragraph and the underlined points. So this will be answer for D4. The first point will be of mushroom rock. This will be first point. This will be your second point. And this will be your third point. Okay. Under the depositional work of wind. Now next question is, like we have completed all the long answer questions also. Next is asking, why is the work of erosion and transportation of river more in the mountains than in the plain? And why is wind the most important agent of erosion in the desert? So this is all mentioned in the book. You can refer the paragraph, respective paragraphs, and you'll get your answer. Okay, prepare these two answers by your own. I'm not going to tell you because these are so easy. And then after, you can send me on my WhatsApp. That's all for today's class. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all have understood. So please do it in your fair notebook.